Welcome to Radio Taiwan International. I'm David Chen.
On our show today, we'll be talking to some of our interns here, discussing what it's like to work at RTI.
Hello, I'm Christina. 然后我现在在中央广播电台的节目部华语组实习。
My name is David Chen, and I am an intern here at Radio Taiwan International at the English department.
Hello, I'm Karen. I work here at Radio Taiwan International as an intern in the English department.
So we start work in the English department. You can come in around noon, so like 12:30 or 1 o'clock. And when I've come in, I do, like what I said before, I do the script for the newscast. So I would go check the weather. For tomorrow, I would check the headlines for some of the top news sites. And then I would also add in little fun facts about today's history, like what happened on this day in the past, and the stock market as well. And then after that, I would start searching for stories for the show that I'm in, which is called Here in Taiwan. And that show is just basically us finding kind of wacky stories or interesting or controversial stories, and we just discuss and talk about, like, you know, just like having a conversation, kind of a water cooler conversation with like 3 or 4 people on the air.
A lot of memories from doing Here in Taiwan, the show that we do every day. A lot of times before we even go on, we discuss the stories, and it's just a lot of fun laughing about what we find and getting all those memories.
By like 5 o'clock, the people should be finished writing the news, and I would do the voiceovers for the newscast. So if they have some interview clips they want to use and that it's a male voice, then I would go and record it over the Chinese. Sometimes it gets frustrating where I just feel like I can't record something correctly, or if things gets busy, like if they write the news really late, then I have to wait till they're done the news, and then I have to go record it, and I might be going home at 7 instead of 6:30, so.
因为我是在华语组，所以通常每一天我们是9点进来，然后5点离开。通常我一到央广的话，是先去那个借 CD， 然后把 CD 的里面的音乐挑几首，然后录到那个打类系统里面，然后这些音乐就可以用来1557可以播放，因为它需要播放音乐。它是一个2个小时的音乐节目，然后就是会请就是一些像是有名气的，就是主持人来主持节目，然后就是用音乐交流这样子。然后如果没有课程的话，我们就是会自己去那个小房间那个 recording 小房间，然后就是像是探索一样，自己练习就是学到的东西，然后因为央广也有交代我们一些功课要做，然后就是自己去做我们的功课这样。然后如果有英语57英语互动网的时候，我会比较晚一点进来，因为那个节目是5点到7点晚上，所以我们就会变成11点进来，然后7点离开。
One time, Karen and I actually had to, for our programs, we were doing called the Occidental Tour, so we have to introduce like kind of a tourist attraction or whatnot, and we both had to go out and do interviews, kind of like cold calling interviews on the streets.
Not interested.
And that was kind of frustrating, but that was also a lot of fun because I get to go out kind of like a journalist with a little like recorder and ask people different questions, and just, you know, just being able to interact with people outside the office. I think the biggest challenge for me was writing the script, because first of all, I didn't know how long I have to write it for a 10-minute program, but also just getting people to talk more in the interviews, because as part of the English department, but we're in Taiwan, I have to get people to talk in English. And so it was like a lot of like, I would ask, oh, what's your favorite part? What do you get at a 7-Eleven, which is what my program is about. They would be like, oh, I buy the food or drink. And then that's the end of it. And it's like, it gets a little frustrating, so.
I learned a lot, aside from just learning how to put together a program, which I never thought I'd be able to do. I've just kind of learned what it's like working at a radio station. The environment is a lot different than what I expected. When you're in the sound booth recording things, you want to be able to get things done as quick as possible, especially when they need like a voiceover done or something. So challenges, probably learning how to do everything, if that makes sense. Like when you're recording, newscasts and whatnot, I guess the programs were confusing for me, so I didn't know exactly when to cut and what to put in, and I want everything to flow perfectly, so picking those things up was probably a challenge for me.
我觉得在央广就是真的学到很多，因为就是很多东西都是在学校学不到的，因为学校不会让你真的实际操作这些机器，除非你特别参加什么活动。一开始就没有什么期待，因为我不知道期待什么，没有去就是广播电台就是实习过，然后没有想说到广播台到底是怎么样子，然后来这里就觉得跟我期待中不一样，可是又就是一个好的不一样。觉得我最喜欢的就是157音乐互动网这部分，因为就是那些主持人就真的讲话都很好笑，然后就是那个小时其实过得很快。然后其中一个主持人，然后他就真的很可爱，他也记得我，然后他每次都会叫我就中我名字叫尚荣，然后我就会觉得他真的很贴心。
I don't know if I had any expectations because the term intern, like being an intern, I felt like it could range from just pouring coffee for everybody to being really, really involved. So I didn't really have an expectation, but I think it went beyond what I expected in a way, even though I didn't have one, because I'm kind of involved every day. I'm part of the process of making the live show. I'm part of making other programs that are daily. So I feel really involved, even though I'm just an intern here. I've learned a lot of technical stuff, definitely. Knowing how to record things like fairly efficiently, and knowing how to, I guess, project my voice in a professional manner. Like, even if I'm not enthusiastic, I have to sound like I'm professional, and be able to like read through a paragraph without making a lot of mistakes. So just being a lot more articulate than what I was used to before. Well, the people here are really, really nice. So even if I make a mistake, they'll have a positive feedback and like constructive criticism, and I don't know, just being able to do a lot of stuff on my own. Like, even though I'm an intern, I'm allowed to go to the sound booth and record things and make mistakes on my own and then correct them on my own, and just learning a lot. Even though I'm on my own, they're also very supportive.
I actually arrived and I was put into the news department, and that was a lot different than I expected. So I moved to the English department and it was more laid back than I expected. I guess I was expecting something more, a more strict environment, but I'm really happy that it was fun. Everyone was really nice and welcoming, and I really enjoy all the fun conversations we have, while we're working. Everyone is really helpful and just really fun to be around, and it makes learning a lot more fun too when you're not, by yourself all the time. You can feel free to be open and ask questions. It's just really fun. It's something I look forward to every day, and spending time with the people is something that I'll really miss.